Hello YouTubers, this is Salim with a Plumbing 101 for homeowners. This is actually my first plumbing project, which was quite an experience, but I wanted to capture that moment so that I could help other people who are also trying to learn. So as you can see, this is a Symmons Temp Control Model A, and I was having a problem with the faucet leaking, and so I wanted to do something about that. So I went ahead and got the necessary parts. I initially thought I just needed this piece, which is called a spindle valve, and this is the main piece. It has a piston in there that controls the temperature and all of that stuff. And so I took that apart. This is the new piece that I bought, and this is also the Temptrol cap. This is what you put over it before you insert it into that hole. The problem is when I took my piece out to replace it, because usually say the valve might be loose, or the washers may be dirty or off or something like that. That will cause the leak, so you have to investigate it. So I took this out and mine looked very different from it. So being new and not knowing what these things do, I got really confused and thought, oh, this was probably a different model. So I went in and inserted this, not knowing that after I'd inserted it into that hole, my problem after I'd fixed the leak was that the hot water was just coming and there was no cold water. Even if it came, it wasn't that cold, so it was just a whole mess. So long story short, that piece that you're seeing, the extra piece on this, it's actually what they call the cold seat, and for some reason it got stuck onto the spindle, and I didn't know. So I ended up calling a handyman who helped me. He was very helpful. However, he wasn't also sure about what to do. So I went on to YouTube and did some more research and found the tool to remove. This is very important too. If you don't have it, don't start the work. Because I just got this from Lowe's a few minutes ago. Basically what this is used to do is to lock this piece. This big one is to fit in here and lock it in. So as you can see here, I have that piece right here, so I can use this to remove it or lock it in. So I bought a new seat, which was the TA4 Temptrol seat, which is a hot and cold seat. And I had to remove the old ones in the end for it to work. So as you can see, in there is the cold seat, and this is how it looks like attached to it. So this piece is the cold seat. There's also another piece called a hot seat, which is basically a little bit smaller. There it is. So this piece was used to lock it in or remove it, and I was able to remove the old one and inserted a new hot seat, which is way in there, you can't see it. And this outer layer that you're seeing, this outer ream, that's the cold seat that we're looking at. So that's basically all I did. I just took new parts together, put it in, worked well, fixed the cold seat in. So I have now the old one here, the old piece here, and the old spindle here. So what I have now is the new spindle, which is just a matter of putting it in here. But before I do that, I'm just going to put the T12A, which is a temp control cap, over it. There it is. Make sure you have the washer on there or you're going to get more leaks. So I'm using one hand to do that. So just want to make sure that is in. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try and be quick because I don't have too much time. So basically all you have to do is just really put this in, and then you want to screw it up and tighten it in with the unnecessary tools. I'm kind of working on one hand here, but I just wanted to show you what to do. And after I did this, believe it or not, everything started working well. So the issue with the hot control piece was very critical. Make sure you have this tool that will handle that whole. Make sure you remove the old one and replace it with a new one and put it right in there, and then put this over it, and the rest should be fairly simple. There are a lot of videos out there that will show you how to complete this piece, but at this point you just basically would want to put your top on. But before you do that, obviously you want to make sure that you put this piece over it. You know how to do it. The rest is fairly simple. Make sure that it's tightened well. Make sure that it's set up properly, and then you should be good to go. But oh, one more thing, don't forget that piece also goes right over, and you should be good to go. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was helpful. Plumbers 101 for the homeowners.